Hey, 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 happy Friday! Kids, can I get a hip hip hooray for a happy Friday?
Hip hip hooray!
Woo! Okay, so Kylinn and Lyla, I want y'all to pay attention. So Lou, get where we can see you, and Kylinn in. Okay. Lou. Okay, so I want to ask you girls, how does comparison, what does comparison look like in your life? Do you guys deal with comparison?
Yes. I mean, sometimes.
Yes?
Sometimes.
Okay, Lila's like an immediate yes.
Well, because, like, I feel like a lot, like, I don't get, like, sometimes, like, Lyla and Kendra will compare themselves to me, but I, like, don't compare myself to them.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
What about at school? What about friends, soccer, schoolwork, popularity? Like, does that exist in your world?
I mean, popularity, duh. Like, it's school. Like, there's gonna be, like, the popular groups or whatever. But
and, like, how do you see yourself fitting in there?
I don't care to be a part of the popular groups because the popular groups are usually biatches, so I don't care for them.
Okay. But, like, do you compare your body, your clothes, your backpack, your grades?
Okay, well, yeah.
Like, are you competitive about...
yeah, like, clothes especially, because I'll be like, oh, that's, like, so cute. I wish, like, I had that, or, like, that's how I'll compare.
I was gonna say, that's, like, not bad comparison. That's
yeah,
just, like, normal comparison.
That's, like, oh, like, that's so cute. Like, I wish I had it. Like, that type of stuff. No, nothing else, really.
No, I do know we've struggled a little bit in the comparison in regards to soccer.
I compare myself a lot to, like, other players on the team. Like, oh, I'm not, like, good enough. Like, I shouldn't be on this team. Or, like, I'll compare to them. Like, oh, like, I'm not getting as much playing time as them. Like, so I probably am not good enough. Something else, like that type of stuff.
But just as a mom, I'm like, she's better. And I don't have blinders, but I'm not that type of mom. But I'm like, but she's better than all these other players. So I literally getting, like,
yeah.
Who knows? But I know that is hard. So what does that feeling do to you? Like, how does that affect you?
It makes you feel bad. So then you, like, feel more insecure.
Yeah. So what can you do and tell yourself to help that? To kind of...
Usually my, like, friends and coaches will, like, keep me in check and be like, yeah, like, think positive. And then some days I'll just, like, have, like, a really bad day. And then I'll go to my, phone or, like, just any paper and write down, like, positive things that happen throughout the day instead of finding the negative.
Aww, that makes my mommy heart so proud. Where did you learn that?
You.
Yes! Okay, Lou.
But I don't like ever keep them. I'll just, like, delete them after.
Okay, that's okay. That's still good. Okay, Lou's back here just making herself comfortable. We're waiting for school to get out because I'm the carpool for today. Okay, Lou, how does comparison work in your world?
Oh, sorry. My hair is getting caught. Comparison usually, since teenagers have it rough. Comparison between, like, each other, you know, like your friends or people in your school, because, like, in life, comparison is just a big deal. But, so, like, when your crush has a crush on someone else, you compare yourself to that person. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm not as pretty as them. I'm not as good as them. Like, what is wrong with me? And it's just, it can really make you feel self-insecure, which isn't a healthy trait as teenagers, but we do it.
Yep.
And so hopefully someday we'll grow out of that.
Well, I will tell you as an adult, it's still something you work on, even when you're an adult. Like, it just doesn't go away, but hopefully your mindset gets stronger to where you're like, you can cut it off faster, right?
Comparing, I've learned from comparing to others, comparing myself to others, that it's not worth your time.
Yeah.
It's not worth your time to compare because you're who you are and you're enough the way you are. And what I think of is we're all God's children and we're all loved and cared for, so why compare?
Right. Well, and I hope you girls always remember, like, when it comes to comparing, compare yourself against yourself. So I want to be better today than I was yesterday. or better tomorrow than I am today. And so these girls, so she's a sophomore, she's an 8th grader. So it's such a hard time, you guys, and I can't even imagine how it is nowadays. Whereas, like Lyla likes to say, in the good old days, I'm not that old. Yeah. But in the good old days, we didn't have social media. We didn't have things that were in our face where there's comparing all the time. And so I just think it's so important that we do kind of keep ourselves in check. And I love that Kylinn brought up, like, what are you grateful for? The gratitudes. Look at the good that you have. You are a child of God, like Lyla said. Like, you are special. You are unique in your own ways. And it's okay to acknowledge. It's healthy. It's healthy to acknowledge and own those and help them remind you of who you are and what your purpose is. And we want to be unique. We want to be accepted. We want to be embraced. We want to be loved. We want to be valued, seen, and heard, right? And so I always hope my kids do that for others, but also that they know that they are valued, seen, and heard from me. So I hope y'all have a fantastic day. It's homecoming for this one, so she's got some big plans. And hi, Misty. Mwah! We are kind of all doing our separate things, even though like we're all kind of doing the same things tonight. It's crazy. Alan and Brayden are off at Brayden's soccer game, and then me and Lyla are going to go watch football together while she watches football with friends, and Kendra has a date at the football game. I'm
going to be sitting with Kendra at the football game, don't worry.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Anyway, hope y'all have a fantastic weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.